Mr. Baumert, welcome to Berlin and welcome to ITB, and we jump just right into the subject. And my first question will be, how would you describe the focus of your work and why do you think it is important for the industry?
Well, I work for TUI, obviously, and my job in TUI is being the managing director for what we call the Central Region. So I'm responsible for source markets Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Poland, so including all tour operator and retail activities. And why it's important, I mean, for the industry, we're still a very big player, and we are in the middle of a transformation also. We are on the journey from a traditional tour operator into a more modern, customer-oriented digital platform business. And that's a lot of work to do, and I think it's also important for the industry because we want to take all the strength that we have with us. For instance, we have an omni-channel approach, so we are strong selling via retail, and we want to take that with us into the future and combine it into a modern sales approach.
So what is the key message you want to convey at the ITB convention, and what are the insights you want the audience to take home with them?
I mean, it's really, especially if you're in transformation, it's important to put the customer first. So we should always think and ask ourselves, what does the customer really want? And everything we do needs to be mirrored against these customer expectations. Otherwise, you will fail in the long term. And then if you have the customer in mind, then it's important to answer two questions. Where do I want to compete? So where do I play? And even more important, how do I win? So where do I differentiate, where I'm better in order not only to compete, but also to win?
So the motto of this year's ITB convention is pioneer the transition in travel and tourism together. From your perspective as a leading tour operator in Germany, what is the biggest challenge of this transition and how can it be tackled?
I mean, when it's about challenges, there's always one right answer, and that the answer is communication. So communication always is the biggest challenge. And especially if you're in a transition or transformation even, you have to communicate even more, because every change you have to communicate why you do it, what do you want to achieve, and you have to communicate to your customers, to your partners, and very important, to the employees. Otherwise, it will not happen.
So communication is the key issue on
It's key, and the more you change, the more you need to communicate and explain what you're doing, why you're doing it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.